Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Linux AWS and DevOps session. Okay. Today we are starting AWS CloudWatch. So what is CloudWatch? We need to understand the theory part first. Then you will slowly understand why required CloudWatch. So CloudWatch is used to monitor performance. CloudWatch is the service used to monitor performance. Okay. The next is CloudWatch can monitor all AWS services. CloudWatch can monitor can monitor all AWS services. Okay. Now try to observe, guys. We have our laptop, right? We have a laptop. One service we have. I am not able to recall. In one of the, I think, auto scaling we have used, right? CloudWatch. It was a short demo, right? We have applied, we have created some EC2 instances, then we have created load balancer. After that, we have applied auto scaling, right? Auto scaling, we have used some alarms, right? Cloud alarm that day, if you remember that recording. So in that, CloudWatch was there, but that is not full demo. Okay, it was small part of that. So now let me open Control Shift Delete. I am opening some task manager. Right? I am opening some task manager. You are able to see, right? My screen. Now you can understand that this is the process, right? If you see here, how many applications running in my system now? Apps 12. This is my laptop machine. Okay. And this machine is having how many services application running? Google Chrome. 27 tabs is open, I think. Then Microsoft Edge, Notepad, Notepad++, STS, SQLio, Visual Studio Code. This many services running, and they are consuming some CPU utilization. If you see, right, 30, 60%, memory 61%, disk, network, right, everything, right. Now, come to performance. See, this is the performance. What is showing, right? Intel Core TM i3 720 CPU. This is the information about my. Let me use my pen. This is the information about my what? This is the information about a laptop. Okay. Now, if you see, this is the process. If you click on process, if you click on performance, we are understanding, right? This is CPU, right? 40% of 2.29 gigahertz. That is what my laptop processor is, right? 24% of CPU. Memory is what? My laptop, my RAM is 16 GB RAM. Even though it is i3, I have added additional RAM. That's why it is showing 16 GB. Hard disk, right? Wi-Fi, GPU, all this information we are getting now in terms of graph. Now tell me, guys, sometime what happened? You are very much habitual of this. Sometime you are running your laptop, playing games, everything. I increases my RAM, right? So increase my performance of my laptop. Already it is 2. It is i3. That is not doesn't matter, but already I have good processor, so increase my RAM so that it won't hang. Okay, so just imagine if this laptop is only 4 GB or 8 GB RAM. That time, what challenges we are facing? What challenge we are facing? We are facing, right? System hang, slow down. Sometime application is not working. So we are going where in Alt Shift Delete the task manager. Then we are deleting some system application. We are going. We are selecting this process. Okay. Then we are selecting some application like we are selecting. Let me select this and end task. Right. There is an end task in left bottom corner. Here we are end task. We are selecting the application. Then we are doing end task. So that what it will do, it will release the memory. It will release some CPU utilization that can be available to our other application. Right. So this is what observation is from our task manager. Same thing. Now try to observe. So if you see CPU utilization, there is some graph. There is some graph is coming, right? This is what utilization is coming. Here it is utilization. Okay. Here it is your time. This is time axis. This is your CPU utilization axis. Time versus according, there are some spike you are able to see, right? This is spike. In hospital also, when patient are admitted, some graphs are coming like this, right? About the performance of their body. Similarly, here application is CPU is monitoring what our laptop, how it is per how its performance is there. Okay, so this is what we are observing from CPU, right? Same kind of monitoring is there. Same kind of monitoring is there. Okay, now try to observe. So in our projects, for example, we need to understand what are the challenges first. For example, let me open one paint also. Now try to observe. Guys, this is our application. This is our application. Where this application is running, we know, right? Where is running? In AWS, we are having EC2 services. We have servers where application is running. Application is running. Okay? Now, for this application, we have some operating system, right? We have some operating system, Linux, anything, right? What happen is some graphs are there, right? For this application, like this, some graphs are coming. This is like this, right? Now, for our application, whatever we are configuring CPU, right? We have some hard disk, right? We have some network, right? Right? We have some status checks. Okay? Now try to observe. So whenever we application is running, at the time initial, you remember, right? We have configured EC2 server. We have configured EC2 server. That time we have selected some micro T2 mode micro, right? Some instance. Then we have selected volume, right? Some hard disk. Based on that, our EC2 instance is launched, right? So for that EC2 instance, so when in such a small configuration EC2 instance we deployed our application, initial day is fine, right? Let's say Flipkart. Today Flipkart we have very first time this year we launched Flipkart. So that is not a very popular application. Okay. So now Flipkart only 100 people are accessing, that is fine. Okay. 100 people are accessing our application from outside world. So that is fine. But tomorrow our application is going to popular. Our application will become popular, right? Like lakhs of user per Monday, Tuesday, lakhs of user. Sunday that user increases to 10 lakh user, right? Then now the application will get more popular, right? So in that case, how we will monitor our application? How we will monitor our application, right? For example, today in my laptop, in our application, in this laptop, we can monitor by our own. Open task manager, then see this graph, and then we can see that how this graph is working. For example, in this, if we see it is 100%, this line means what? 100%, right? This is in percentage, and this line means 100%. If certain graphs and spike will come like this, right? What will happen? It is the graph is like this means what happened in in this part it reach 100% of utilization. Means what will happen? Laptop will down, it will slow down, it will stuck, application won't work, right? This is what meaning of 100% utilization. So if you see currently it is not crossing this part, this line, this level, right? It means there is some space. There is some space. Means there is not utilized 100%. That's why my laptop is working smoothly. Okay, but in real time, what will happen once we deployed our application? Okay, so it is business. It is not just only running an application. It is business, right? Because people are going to purchase. For example, let's say today we are working open when we wake up in the morning. What we will do? Open the mobile, open the Facebook. It is we are just watching everything. Okay, but just feel. If you are watching Facebook and scrolling and sometimes it's hang, it you will irritate, right? As a user, "Arey, what this application, how it is behaving, right? If it is behaving throughout the day, every 1 hour it is stuck, right? Like 10 years ago, if you go to any internet cafe, that time you want to fill some form, right? Fill some form, you go and you are asking. That time server is down, they are saying, right? What does this mean? Their application is not behaving properly. So that's why it impacting the business. Same way, if your application is there, would you like to use in such application? Facebook is slow every 1 hour, every 5 hour. Whenever you want free time, you are open Facebook, you're scrolling from mobile, laptop. Then you are finding it is not working properly. Would you like to use such application? No, that will irritate you, right? So, which lead to what? What will happen then? What will the consequences? People stop using Facebook because they will find that this application is not smooth. Okay, that will be the that will what is the impact then? The user will be less for Facebook, and that will impact the Facebook business in terms of finances. They were not able to get that much of finances because user will be less. Similarly, Flipkart. Today we launched the Flipkart. People are in good mood. Then only they go for shopping, right? For some festival. Today is Gudi Padwa, right? Tomorrow is Eid, right? These are festival season. People want to buy some shopping in this week because of the festivals, right? So for festival, they have Flipkart, Amazon, right? Mintra, this kind of application, e-commerce application, where they want to purchase something. But what happened? 1 week, this is very peak for business, right? For the this Mintra, Flipkart, right? What will happen if they want their users accessing application? There will be competition, right, between Flipkart, Mintra, Amazon, right? There is a competition. Just tell me, guys, one application is there, Flipkart. One application is Mintra. Okay? Similarly, one application is Amazon. You are using Amazon. This is Amazon only. This is Amazon Web Services. I am talking about Amazon e-commerce service, where we can buy any electronics item, mobile TV, shopping, right? Just think in this way. This is Flipkart, this is Mintra, and this is Amazon, right? I am a user, you are the user, you are trying to use Flipkart, and you find this is not working fine. You want to buy a jeans or a t-shirt or any uh, salwar suit or sari. Okay? In that case, you are going to Flipkart. You are navigating your time. That time it will hang, right? Then what will happen? Okay, no problem. Instead of Flipkart, I will use Mintra. Who is losing the business? Then you buy the shirt and any your dress from where? Mintra, right? First time you go with Flipkart, but that time it hangs. Then you change your mind. Okay, I will go with Mintra. You find your suitable costume dress and you buy it from Mintra. Who lost the business? Flipkart. Why? Only because the service is not working fine. This is the impact of business. You are supposed to buy that 2000 rupees, 1000 rupees cost dress from Flipkart, but at the time when you are accessing it was slow down. So you go to Mintra. That one user business go to whom? Mintra, right? So this is very important as one user perspective or lacks of user perspective. In India or in worldwide, this application people are accessing. If that particular 1 hour its application is down, then if it is slow, people will go to Mintra. If Mintra application is down, people will go to Amazon e-commerce application. They will use that application to do the shopping. What is the impact? Business, finance. Okay. So this is the idea behind this. Now, if think in this way, think in this way. Now, to overcome this problem, do you think someone will be there who can sit like us and just monitoring this? Like for example, CPU. We have developer team, backend developer, we have front end developer, we have cloud team. So do you think we can hire one or two guys just check the uh, alarms, how this is performance of like this we can sit throughout day, right? Is it possible? No, right? If it is the case, I need to hire company need to hire two, three people for morning shift, afternoon shift, evening shift. Morning, one guy will see this log setting this where the if it is reaching 100% or not. In afternoon shift, one guy will see CPU or utilization that CPU performance is going 100% or not. Night shift, one guy will check this CPU percent. Is it possible? Then we have to hire three people. Then we have to pay the this, amount to those three people, right? So to avoid such situation, we have CloudWatch. CloudWatch, right? Now, what we will integrate? We will integrate on CloudWatch. What we will integrate? We will integrate with CloudWatch. Okay. We will integrate one CloudWatch service, right? We will integrate one CloudWatch service. We will integrate one CloudWatch service with our application. Okay. Now, what will happen? Whatever the CloudWatch is there, if it is our application reaching, is our application reaching at particular utilization of CPU, then what will happen? CloudWatch alarm will be triggered. CloudWatch alarm will be triggered. We will see everything practically, but if you remember in auto scaling, that time we especially give command stress command and our CPU utilization triggered automatically. Other auto scaling will work was working, right? Auto scaling was working because of that CloudWatch alarm was triggered. But now guys tell me, apart from this EC2, our application is deployed in where our application is deployed in inside EC2. It means is only CloudWatch working with EC2? No. EC2 is working not only with EC2. EC2 CloudWatch we can able to integrate with many other services, all other services also. Your application is deployed in EC2, right? Remember, you have database. Your database is there. Your database is there, which is deployed where in other places. This is your database. Okay. We have seen RDS. We can integrate. We will see all these things. Once we are doing some project, that time we will see how to integrate EC2 with RDS, how to integrate CloudWatch. Once our VPC chapter will be done, then we will see, we will create one a small application EC. We will deploy that application in EC2. Then we will use the database because without EC2, without this database, in real time, this EC application is going to integrate database na. Inside this RDS, your database will be there. Your database will be there. Without database, how we will get the data, right? So this application is anyway going to interact with database. Now think in that way, the database is down. Will our application is going to work? No, right? Where it will get data? For example, you are using net banking. Your database is down. So how you will process your withdrawal, deposit, ATM services? No, right? Because when you are swiping your ATM card, your application is interacting with database. Then it is checking whether the PIN is correct or not. If everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine, then our application is giving responses, na, right? If database is down, the application will be down. Both are both way. How our architecture of our application as a developer, as a cloud engineer, our first duty is to understand the architecture of the application, right? Whenever you are moving into any project, always whenever your KT started, you should first watch the diagram of architecture, that what your application is, what is the component of the application, where is your application, where it is integrated, how many services is interacting. That is very first part of your KT session. Maybe people take after 2 session, 3 session, but it should include your architecture. Without your architecture, how will you complete? How will you come to know what kind of application is there, what kind of database there, how much services it is consuming, how much microservices, how many microservices there, how many databases there, right? Where in one of the in any of the session, I will show you how any sample architecture looks by seeing how you will observe. But just think, in your architecture diagram, there are two things. Your application is interacting with database. If your database is down, then how, where, from where your EC2 is going to get response? No, right? Your EC application is down. This is one scenario, right? Second scenario, if your EC2 is fine, means is your database is perfectly fine, but your EC2 is down. Same case, right? Your application will be down in that case. How you will come to know? So in that case, we need to configure CloudWatch. We need to configure CloudWatch. We need to configure what? CloudWatch. But how? Now CloudWatch is there. CloudWatch there. But it is configured. It is configured. But tell me, guys, same kind of graph will be there, right? Same kind of graph will be there for this RDS. Same kind of graph will be there for this RDS, right? But tell me, guys, how will you come to know, right? So there are some components we need to understand. The first is, what is CloudWatch? CloudWatch is the service to use to monitor performance of your application. CloudWatch can monitor all AWS services, not even EC2. It can monitor AWS, Lambda, it can monitor EC2, right? Right? So CloudWatch is all about alarms. These are the component alarms, events, and logs. Okay? In CloudWatch, in CloudWatch, in CloudWatch, we have two types of monitoring. In CloudWatch, we have two types of monitoring. We have two types of monitoring. Basic monitoring, which is free. Basic monitoring. Basic monitoring. Every 5 minutes interval is there. Okay? Every 5 minute monitoring is there, which is nothing but free services. Okay? And there is detail monitoring. Detail monitoring. Detail monitoring. Every 1 minute interval, this CloudWatch is triggering, which is nothing but paid service. It is chargeable. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. So in very enterprise application, it should be monitored every minute, because a single minute is going to impact the business. Right? Okay. Not a, because as a business, we are not bothering about paid or free. Our application should run smoothly. That is the aim. That is the goal, right? Now after this, CloudWatch is triggered. But how will you come to know? How you will come to know this CloudWatch alarm is triggered? Something is failing in your system. So this is your application. This is your application. Okay. This is your application. There is some operating system. This is your operating system. Okay. You have your application is there. What you are doing? You are having CloudWatch, right? You are having CloudWatch. You are having CloudWatch. Okay. Now try to observe. You have CloudWatch. Okay. This application is running something EC2. ठीक है, ठीक है. No. No. This is going to trigger some what? It is going to trigger some. It is going to trigger some alarm. It is going to trigger some alarm, right? Okay. Now, guys, tell me if alarm is triggered, how you come to know this alarm is triggered? Because you, after your office time, you will be sleeping, and there should be some mechanism to understand. Okay, so there is one service, one more service is there. That is nothing but SNS. SNS service is there. SNS service is there, nothing but simple notification service. What it will do, whenever your application is having some challenges, whenever your application is having some challenges, that time what is happening? Alarm is triggered. Alarm is triggered. When the alarm is triggered, it will push some message. It will some push some message. It will some push some message in where SNS topic. SNS topic. Okay. For example, when is alarm is going to trigger? When this, what is the condition of this? What is the condition of this? The condition is, what is the condition for this? When is alarm is triggered? We need to apply some, na? If your EC2 instance, if your EC2 instance CPU utilization, CPU utilization, CPU utilization is greater than or equal to 60%, 60%, then trigger the alarm. Then trigger the alarm. Then trigger the alarm. This is condition we are configuring. So at that time, whenever the automatically alarm is triggered, it will push that message into where SNS, simple notification service. And this what it will do, simple notification service, it will trigger an email. Whatever we want, there are some more, not only email, via SMS, via email, right? But let mostly trigger email, trigger email to give an ID, to give an email ID, to give an email ID. So we are configuring the email IDs. In project, you are not the only one person. In your team, there may be 10 people, there may be 20 people. So we are configuring DLs. DLs, email DLs. What is mean by DL? DL is nothing but distributed list. Email DL means distributed list. For example, Amit at the rate something HCL.com, right? Raju at the rate HCL.com. Mitali at the rate HCL.com. You three or four or 10 people belong to one team. This team is nothing but DevOps team. Okay? This is nothing but DevOps team. This team is nothing but DevOps team. So you will create one DL. DLs will be like this. DevOps. 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 Your project name may be there. Okay? DevOps. Let's say ETL. Something at the rate HCL.com. So this will be email ID. When this email ID will be there, this belong to whom? 3 people. We can add n number of people. Means what? Either we can give one email ID or either we can give one DL, group email ID. Okay. So once this trigger will be done, the notification will go to all these 3 people one time. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. So we are going to use simple notification service. Okay. Now, what is SNS then? What is SNS? SNS nothing but simple notification service, which we are going to use in our practical as well. So it is a fully managed, it is an fully managed messaging service for both application to application, app to app, app to app, app to app. ठीक है, that is nothing but A to A and app to person, app to person, A2P. Means we can provide the message or email to one application to another application, or we can trigger the email message to app from application to individual person for communication. In short, ठीक है. So using this, we are sending notification, ठीक है, and messages. Using this, we are sending emails and message notifications, ठीक है. So this is what SNS is. ठीक है. Hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. So this is our diagram that we have to do practically. First, we will create one EC2 instance. Then we will create one CloudWatch alarm. We will create some SNS notification service. Then in EC2, we will try to increase not 60% because it required huge traffic. So we will create 5% and 5% utilization. And we will trigger the alarm. After trigger the alarm, SNS will, what it will do, it will send an email to us. Okay, it will send email to us. Then we will be notified that, oh, this alarm trigger means we have to check what is the problem. Then we will see what is the problem using logs. Okay, that will be the topic for tomorrow. Okay, we will see tomorrow this thing practically, guys. Hope you are good. I'm stopping my screen share.